Thanks for joining us here to the Bardstown Weather Center here this evening as we're giving you an update on what's now Tropical Storm Barry out in the Gulf of Mexico. As currently, let me go over here, zoom out a little bit to show the current location here. This is the current location of Tropical Storm Barry here. As you can see, the outer layers here of of um, I need to come over here. There we go. Let me bring it down a little bit. There we go. Okay, as you see, this is Tropical Storm Barry here. We have the tropical storm force winds, which is the blue, or which is the greenish color here, showing you the wind field of the storm. And this is the current projected path, or the center of the path, as it leads up into Louisiana. As we'll read the latest advisory as of 1 p.m. Central Time. Location was 27.8 north, 89.0 west, about 90 miles or 145 kilometers south of the mouth of the Mississippi River, about 185 miles, 300 kilometers southeast of Morgan City, Louisiana. Maximum sustained winds of 40 miles per hour or 65 kilometers per hour. Present movement west or 270 degrees at 5 miles per hour or 7 kilometers an hour. Minimum central pressure of 1006 millibars or 29.71 inches. Current or changes in watches and warnings from the current advisory 9. Summary of watches and warnings in effect. A tropical storm warning is in effect for the mouth of the Pearl River to Morgan City. A storm surge warning is in effect for the mouth of the Epiphola River to Shell Beach. A storm surge watch is in effect from Shell Beach to the Mississippi-Alabama border, mouth of the Epiphola River to the intercoastal city. A hurricane watch is in effect for the mouth of the Mississippi River to Carmen. A tropical storm watch is in effect for east of the mouth of the Pearl River to the Mississippi-Alabama border, Lake Pontchartrain and Lake Murapoas, including metropolitan New Orleans. A tropical storm warning means that tropical storm conditions are expected somewhere within the warning area within 36 hours. A storm surge warning means there is a danger of life-threatening inundation from rising water moving inland from the coastline during the next 36 hours in the indicated locations. For a description of areas at risk, please see the National Weather Service Storm Surge Watch Warning graphic available at hurricanes.gov. This is a life-threatening situation. Persons located within these areas should take all necessary action to protect life and property from rising water and the potential for other damaging conditions. Promptly follow evacuations and other instructions from local officials. A storm surge watch means there's a possibility of life-threatening inundation from rising water moving inland from the coastline in the indicated locations during the next 48 hours. A hurricane watch means that hurricane conditions are possible within the watch area. A watch is typically issued 48 hours before the anticipated first occurrence of tropical storm force wind conditions that make outside preparations difficult or dangerous. A tropical storm watch means that tropical storm conditions are possible within the watch area, generally within the 48 hours. Additional watch and warnings may be required for portions of the northern Gulf Coast later today or tonight. Interest elsewhere along the Gulf Coast from the upper Texas coast to the Florida Panhandle should monitor the progress of this system. For storm information specific to your area, including possible inland watches and warnings, please monitor products issued by your local National Weather Service Forecast Office. Discussion and outlook at 1 p.m. Central Time or 1800 UTC. The center of Tropical Storm Barry was located near latitude 27.8 north, longitude 89.0 west. Barry is moving toward the west near 5 miles per hour, 7 kilometers an hour, and this motion is expected to continue today. A turn toward the west-northwest is expected tonight, followed by a turn toward the northwest on Friday. On the forecast track, the center of Barry will be near the central or southeastern coast of Louisiana Friday night or Saturday. Reports from an Air Force Reserve Hurricane Hunters aircraft indicate that the maximum sustained winds are near 40 miles per hour, 65 kilometers an hour, with higher gusts. Strengthening is expected during the next day or two, and Barry could become a hurricane late Friday or early Saturday. Tropical storm force winds extend outwards up to 90 miles or 100 kilometers, mainly to the southeast of the center. The maximum central pressure based on aircraft and surface observations is 1006 millibars or 29.71 inches. Alright, hazards affecting land. Key messages for Barry can be found in the tropical cyclone discussion under the EPRIS header, MALDAT 2 or WMO header. Storm surge. The combination of dangerous storm surge and the tide will cause normally dry areas near the coast to be flooded by rising water moving inland from the shoreline. The water could reach the following heights above ground somewhere in the indicated areas if the peak surge occurs at the time of high tide. The mouth of the Apofolio River to Shell Beach 3 to 6 feet. Shell Beach to the Mississippi-Alabama border 2 to 4 feet. Into a coastal city to the mouth of the Apofolio River 2 to 4 feet. Lake Pontchartrain 1 to 3 feet. Surge-related flooding depends on the relative timing of the surge and the tidal cycle and can vary greatly over short distances. For information specific to your area, please see products issued by your local National Weather Service Forecast Office. Rainfall. Barry is expected to produce total rain accumulations of 10 to 15 inches near the inland of the central Gulf Coast through early next week, with isolated maximum rainfall amounts of up to 20 inches across portions of eastern Louisiana and southern Mississippi. Wind. Tropical storm conditions are expected in the tropical storm warning area by Friday. Hurricane conditions are possible within the hurricane watch area by Friday night, with tropical storm conditions possible in the tropical storm watch area by Friday night or Saturday. Tornadoes. A tornado or two are possible tonight and Friday across southern portions of Louisiana and Mississippi. Next complete advisory will be issued at 4 p.m. Central Time or 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and we'll have that for you here on the Bardstown Weather Center. Thanks for joining us here this evening.